Hello everybody and guys, and welcome back to some more Ace Academy. I had to pull up my preview over here on my other screen real quickly, so if I'm looking over here while I'm doing my intro, that's because I was looking at my preview. I had to pull it up. I forgot to pull it down. But welcome back to Ace Academy, guys. Again, we're playing these Pixel Fade games because you guys have seen, well, I've seen you guys have a renewed interest in the Pixel Fade genre, so we are playing these games today. And again, we are starting the Pixel Fade games with the webcam, so this should be fun. As you guys know, I'm kind of testing out the webcam to see what people like it. I usually keep it in the bottom corner, but because there's text down there, we move it up to the top corner. If you guys like it, bottom corner, top corner, make sure to leave a like on the videos. But anyway, let's get right back into some Ace Academy. When I arrive, I head straight for the class and wait for the professor. He arrives promptly and begins class.
Good morning. Today we'll be discussing the differences between military grenade weaponry and those used in recreational matches.
Okay. Let's do what I did in school. You already know this. This material is simple stuff. Time for a discreet power nap, as any good college student does. What's this weird feeling? It's like someone's watching me. It's the entire class watching me.
During that specific qualifier match, the gear's energy core is what serves with additional power, not his weapons.
I feel like I might have missed something important, but who cares?
Although, I must admit, I've never seen a core do that before. Hopefully this young man can enlighten us on how he did it.
Why are we talking about my core? That's my secret. I thought this lesson was about military versus recreational weaponry. Why are we talking about me? The class looks simple and how the teacher nods.
Of course, we shouldn't get distracted. Let's get back to the lesson on hand.
He turns to his lecture. Ah! Deflection! Once class ends, I hurry out of the room. My phone is already in my hand by the time I get outside. Let's see if anyone's free. Let's see, I don't have Mayu. This music's, I love the music in Pixel Fade games. This music's so good. Let's go with you today. I doubt you answer for an answer. Or not.
Hello?
You know, it's that guy. I love my names, man. I was just wondering if you got some time to hang out. Maybe we can have a tennis match.
I'd love to, but I've got class in about half an hour. I was about to stop and grab a coffee. Would you like to join me?
Yes, that sounds great. I'll meet you in the cafe.
See you soon.
We hang up and I walk to the cafe. Mia's already there by the time I arrive. She sits at a table near the window after ordering myself a coffee. I join her. She smiles and acknowledges as I sit down. So what class do we have next?
Just one of my PHPT degree requirement classes. It's not one of the more interesting ones, so I'm not too excited about going.
Yeah,
Do you have
totally.
any more classes today?
Nope, I'm all done for the day.
That must be nice.
You know, I was just smart like that. I was not that smart in college, by the way. At least in the first 2 years, I was pretty smart. Towards the junior, senior, latter years, I got kind of dumb up here. Her eyes sparkle as she sips her coffee.
So, how are you spending your free time between classes? Anything fun?
No! It's a variety. I'll go to the library to study or chill in the pilot's lounge. Generally, I like to spend some quality time with my gear.
Ah,
She glances at the teal stripes on my uniform as she takes a sip of her coffee.
what made you decide to be a pilot?
Well, my dad was an engineer and I grew up building mechs with him. So, he and I actually built Eagle together. And that's why I'm a pilot. And that's why Eagle may be outdated, but is still the best motherfucking gear out
Eagle
there.
must be really special to you then.
Yeah!
So why didn't you go into engineering?
My dad always wanted to be a pilot, but he was colorblind so he could never become one. He always encouraged me to become a pilot instead. I never even considered doing anything else besides that. Don't get me wrong, I'm not doing it because my dad wanted me to. I actually love piloting, and it's just something I always wanted. It's just always something I knew what I wanted to do. And what about you?
I actually almost joined the pilot program.
Sorry, what? I'm too busy with the music. I'm too distracted by that music. Really, what changed your mind? She hesitates, the words are out on her lips, but she's debating whether or not to say them to me.
There were a lot of factors, but the biggest reason I chose to study PHPT is because pilot health and safety is frequently overlooked. Pilots go through a rigorous training process, and people don't consider the long-term effects that training has on a person, especially when you're talking about G-force training and the like. Being a pilot can take more of a toll on your body than you know.
She's lighting up negativeness. I mean, she's actually is concerned. It just scared me out. Well, I'm not scared. I think we know what to do. You can check on my health any day. I feel safer just knowing you're looking out for me. She
I'll
blushes.
try my best.
Of course. So the pilot health and physiotherapy, does that encourage mental health as well as physical?
Yes, definitely. Most people tend to forget that a healthy mind is just as important as a healthy body, but an unhealthy mind can just be as destructive, if not more so, than an unhealthy body.
Okay. I'll admit, I'm a little guilty of forgetting that myself. Is there currently a large emphasis on mental health screenings for pilots, or is this an ever-evolving process?
It's an ever-evolving process, and unfortunately, it usually takes a tragedy before people realize there's a flaw in the system.
Really? She nods.
Obviously, a pilot has to pass a mental health evaluation before he can earn his license, but that screening needs to be more rigorous and more frequent.
What do you mean?
Some mental illnesses are easily diagnosed, but some are more tricky and some can disappear and reappear, like depression or addictions. Those are hard conditions to spot because for the most part, they must be self-reported. But if a pilot knows that he may lose his license because he has this condition, he may not report it. It could reach a level where he would not only endanger himself, but those around him.
Shouldn't his colleagues or teammates report him if they notice the pilot's change in behavior?
They absolutely should, but the way the current system works, the responsibility falls on the pilot himself and not his peers. Pilots who are on anxiety or depression medication can also be disqualified from earning their license just because of the medication use alone.
Isn't that kind of like punishing the pilot for treating his condition?
There are arguments for both sides. The pilot is being punished for treating his condition, and because he uses the medication, he should be considered to be in sound mind. On the other hand, someone who is using the medication has a greater potential for significant underlying psychiatric or psychologic problems, and the side effects of medication is always unpredictable, so they're considered a risk.
Guess both sides make sense. What side are you on? Yuna's eyes flash.
I'm a strong advocate for reform. We need pilots to understand the severity of these conditions.
Hey, I was
We
just
can't
asking.
encourage an
Don't need to get mad.
environment of
Don't give me the
secrecy,
mad
because that is
eyes.
what puts lives at risk.
I'm just asking what side you on. She pauses and her cheeks flush.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you.
It's okay. I'm just glad someone like you is here to fight for what's best for us pilots. Yuna checks the time.
I need to get going. Sorry for lecturing you.
No, don't be. I think it's great that you're so passionate about this. Passion is what creates change. That is very true. She smiles
I'll
brightly.
see you later, okay?
Yeah, see you. She gathers her things and leaves. I finish up my coffee, then follow her out of the cafe. I'm in the campus gym finishing up my workout. When I return to my locker, there's a missed text from Kaori. Emergency meeting in the hangar now. Jeez, all caps. I better get going. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go for her. It's you know Mayu first. Oh, wow, she's pissed. Shows has a blank face, and Mayu's there. Great. I'm at the hangar about the same time as Sho and Mayu. Kaori waits patiently in front of my hood.
Finally! That took you a while.
I just saw your text. I literally just came here as soon as I got your text.
I texted before heading over here so we'd be on time.
I guess you walk faster than me. Kaori addresses the rest of the team.
What about you guys?
Sorry. We were having lunch, and I guess we lost track of time.
Kaori blinks and waves her hand dismissively.
Never mind. We have more important things to discuss. Like our sponsor situation.
Yeah, about that.
Our gears need a lot of maintenance to return to peak fighting condition. And the next round is tomorrow. I don't know why, but everyone I talk to is really rude and unhelpful.
Wonder why? Show and I share a knowing glance and Carol catches us.
What?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You just us to stare.
It's just sometimes you can come across a little harsh.
You should not me.
I'm just honest.
Sure, but honesty doesn't make people like you. You need to get in touch with your soft, warm, feminine side.
Okay, let me push show aside real quick, Callie. Don't listen to him.
Is that what you do?
Yes. I mean to the warm thing, not the soft and feminine thing.
He means the soft and feminine thing. Yeah, I can't say feminine. What the fuck?
I'm just going to shut up now.
Good idea.
Before you do, did you manage to get a sponsor?
He folds his hands behind his head and leans into
Nope.
them.
You forgot to ask around, didn't you?
Maybe.
He looks sheepish. Callie rolls her eyes.
What about you, Mayu? Can your father sponsor us?
Maya shakes her head.
Unfortunately, he's backing the team I was originally supposed to join. When I was invited onto the team, Father was so happy, he promised he'd sponsor them.
Listen, Maya, you gotta convince the dad.
Even though I never joined them, he can't go back on his promise.
I mean, he can. It's not that hard. Callie nods and faces me.
You had that interview yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah. It didn't work out.
Why am I not surprised?
What is that supposed to mean? It has less to do with me and more with our team status, actually. I could show you the full report from the SBA if you want to know the official reason, but basically we weren't a high enough rank. I fished my phone out of my pocket. It flashes a little battery warning at me before it dies.
Where's the report?
Hold on, I have to charge my phone. My gaze lands on my gear. I race to it and head to the cockpit. My keepers call after me, but I ignore them. Once I plug my phone into the docking connection, it lights up with the charge symbol. Everyone wears confused faces while I climb out of the cockpit. What?
Why didn't you just use an outlet?
Maya points out to an outlet on the wall. I'm gonna double down because I can. Fuck you guys.
That's stupid.
Oh, fuck you. I made my choice and I'm sitting by it. Besides, an outlet doesn't do me any good if I don't have a phone charger with me, actually.
Oh, I suppose that makes sense.
Anyway, I guess we're back to square one.
Back? We never left square one.
Shut the fuck up, show. Don't give a hope just yet. I might have something up my sleeves.
Another meeting?
No, but I do have a friend that can help us out.
Okay. In the meantime, the rest of us should continue our search too. I'll take another look at what ACE offers. Maybe there's some kind of campus grant or funding we can apply for.
Oh, absolutely fucking not. But with show's ass, no.
Mayu, do you think you could reach out to some of the other major corporations we haven't talked to yet?
Mayu has a good plan.
Maybe with your background, you'll have more luck than we would.
Mayu nuts.
Maybe Sho can ask around local businesses?
If he remembers.
Okay.
Good idea.
Kyle looks at me. I'll follow up with my contact. She nods.
Hopefully, we'll find someone. But there's a chance we might have to fight with our gears as is.
I'm confident we'll get someone in time. Mayu smiles at me and nods. Show claps me on the back. I don't do that, Joe.
Okay, we have our plan. Text me if you guys get any leads.
We all nod.
I'm off then. I've got some stuff to take care of.
I hope you mean reaching out to the businesses, Sho, and not playing your video games.
He's playing video games.
Of course that's what I meant. The arcade industry is a lucrative place to find a sponsor.
Someone stop him now.
Sho.
He wears his signature smile.
Okay. Let's go find us a sponsor.
Mayu beams. The pair wave at us before heading out.
I'll be going too. Tell me if your friend is successful.
I nod and Callie leaves. Nothing left for me to do but go home. An uneventful drive later, I arrive at home. I'm back! I walk into an eerily quiet living room. Looks like I'm the first one here. Feels a bit strange. Nikki's bright smile is usually here to greet me. Maybe she has an after-school club or activity or something. I reach my pocket to see if she texted me. My heart sinks as my hand grips air. There's a void where my phone should be. I left it in my damn gear. The sun is setting and I'll be eating my time to campus. Hopefully it won't be too much trouble getting to Eagle after hours. I remember CINY was pretty restrictive on who could enter the hangar at night. Hop back on my bike and drive back to Ace Academy. Surprisingly, traffic is heavy and takes longer than expected to reach campus. A handful of students cross the quad as they head towards either the evening classes or the bus station. Even though the sky is in inky darkness, the pathways on campus are still bathed with a soft light. It's kind of peaceful. Pilots Lounge is just as busy as always, but I don't recognize too many of the students here. Most of them are upperclassmen, either 3rd or 4th year. I'll slip through unnoticed and arrive at the hangar entrance. I'm about to swipe in when a guard stops me.
Hold on. What's your business in the hangar?
Don't hurt me. I forgot something? It's not a lie, but it would be too bad to tell him the whole truth. Luckily, the guard doesn't seem to care. He gives me a quick once-over and nods.
Alright, go ahead and swipe.
Thank you. I bring my student ID and proximate sensor. A second later, the success chime sounds as the door slides open. I follow the tunnel to the hangar. The sound of power tools, machine, and mechanical ringing echoes along the walls. It makes sense that much of the repair work happens after hours. It's a lot safer for them to work without the threat of students walking around and causing potential disasters. Instinctively, my feet land me to Eagle. What the? A blue hue from an active terminal displays illuminates my docking station. Doesn't seem right. I'm sure I turned everything off when I left. Constantly tip towards my gear. The figure crouched in front of Eagle. The person is dressed entirely in black and wearing a hoodie that hides her face. Still engrossed in my gear, the stranger hasn't detected my presence yet. Well, I gotta be a ninja. Staying in the shadows, I can cautiously creep towards Eagle as I close the distance between us. I notice a small hand. Oh, I notice how small petite the person is. It must be a girl. But I can't think of anyone who'd be so interested in my gear. Once someone steps away, she touches as if noticing a presence. Grab! Before she can react, I grab her shoulder and roughly spin her to face me. Valerie? What are you doing here? Her gaze flicks to my hand still on her shoulder.
I never would have guessed you like it rough.
Wait. I'm not like that. I could let go of her. That's not it at all.
It's okay. I like this side of you.
This isn't a joke. Her face falters. What are you doing to my Eagle?
Nothing, I promise.
I don't trust you. Nothing good comes from women. You will also do something with the terminal. That's not nothing.
I wanted to get a better reading on your core. I'm not altering anything though. Just studying.
Guards! Why?
Figure out how your core was able to sustain such a high energy output for so long without completely burning out.
Because it's my core. This is a custom built gear. I don't rely on sponsors. I've built this with my dad. It's custom made.
Given the size of your core and the cooling system, the heat dissipation doesn't seem like it would have sustained longer than a few seconds. Yet it lasted almost 10 minutes.
What?
Maybe there's a direct coolant injection to the primary source? I also didn't consider the acceleration of airflow given the hidden frame openings. Perhaps a quick calculation using...
The more she talks, the faster my anger melts away. She is replaced by respect. She's more than meets the eye. Even though she claims she means Eagle no harm, how can I know she's telling the truth? I only met her a few days ago. Still, seems like she generally cares about what my core, how my core works.
I'll prove I wasn't changing anything.
I was, as Valley retraces a few screens with all the configuration data unmodified. Okay.
Huh?
I get it. You were curious. You can't just break into the other people's robots and mess with their parts. She looks away.
I'm sorry.
We're silent as she looks sideways at me.
So, I guess you wouldn't want to know that your primary weapon can actually benefit from an airflow exhaust here and here.
Now, hang on! I may be wrong. madam.
You see right there?
Yes, I think.
It'll still require validation testing, though. You should probably get your engineer to check it out.
My engineer?
Yeah, you know. The person who makes sure all your gears are working properly. And
Oh!
helps you with any upgrades or improvements.
About that, Valerie! Don't the sponsors do that? She shakes her
They
head.
help a lot when it comes to major repairs or new items, but an engineer on your team takes
Well,
care
you
of any
see,
general
Valerie.
maintenance and the like.
Oh. I'll spend my team out getting an engineer. Sounds like we could really benefit from one.
You definitely would.
She seems closer and smiles.
And luckily for you, you already have one person perfect for the job.
Oh, that's sweet. I don't think it should be you. Really? She scoots in closer and bats her eyelashes at me. Who's that? She sighs.
Just think about it.
Wow, I really am dumb. There's another pause. To avoid the awkwardness, I shut down the open terminal. We should get going then.
Yeah,
You know what, let's moves. Don't touch my gear again without my
I
permission.
promise I won't.
Wait for her to leave, but she doesn't bulge. Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
She stands and points and waves. You aren't leaving.
Neither are you.
Okay, on the count of three, we'll leave together. 1, 2, 3. You will stay put. You didn't move.
Neither did you.
I need my
What
phone!
the hell are you kids still doing here?
I'm sorry, sir. I was trying to get my phone. She's touching my gear. Do something. He shakes his head.
Your business here is done, and then you have to leave.
Red looks at me and glances at her, still waiting for the move. She doesn't. Suddenly, a strong arm grips my arm. Hey! The guard holds Valerie too. He basically looks at the
You
exit.
should get home. It's late.
We pass through the doors and the guard shuts them behind us. Valerie and I are once again sitting
Well,
sounds.
I'll see you around.
Yeah, see you. We both head to a separate. She walks towards the door while I head to the parking lot. Did I grab my phone? Once I reach home, I grab my... Once I reach my bike, I go drive home. Nikki still isn't home by the time I return. Where can she be? I reach in my pocket. Oh crap, not again. Yeah. Turn off my alarm and roll out of bed. Time to get ready for class. So this is, I feel uneasy. Today will be our first match. I hope Yuna was able to work her magic and get us a sponsor. Nikki is rummaging in the living room. I smile when I see her. Even when I'm stressed or worried, Nikki always seems to know how to put my mind at ease. Oh. Hey, Nikki. Just to put someone else open the seat.
Look, if you're hungry, you have to find your own food. I don't have time to cook today.
Just pause, look at me when she speaks, but continues gathering what she needs for today. Not quite the way I was expecting. You okay?
Yes, just in a hurry.
Okay, do you need to ride to school? She freezes and rolls at
Oh,
me.
now you offer me a ride? A little too late for that.
I'm sorry. She throws her books into a bag. You know what? Let's do it! When Aunt Flo comes here, that's my cue to disappear. Best way to handle this is a smile and nod. Okay, well, let me know if you change your mind. We can stop by the store and get you some chocolate. She feels her breath confusion, then her eyes widen in understanding.
Oh my god, that's not it.
Sure, I know. I'll look at her.
I need to get to school. I'll see you later.
She's out of the door before I can say goodbye. That was weird. Shrugging, I head into the kitchen to whip up a quick breakfast. Hopefully she's in a better mood next time I see her. After eating, I hop on my bike and drive to school. Alright, we're gonna end it here. Hope you all enjoyed. Yeah. We're back in East Academy. I don't know why I slouched down so far for that, but anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.